us and bless and bless and
What you singing there, Phil?
Oh, Mr. Toucan, I didn't see you there. I'm trying to figure out how to sing Psalm 67. It's supposed to be sung, and in the Bible it says with a stringed instrument. So I have my guitar. But I think King David had a bigger vocal range than me.
Maybe it's supposed to be played with an E.
may God be gracious to
Never mind.
us.
How about you just read it?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I love this song. Listen to how it starts. May God be gracious to us and bless us, and make his face shine on us, so that your ways may be known on earth, your salvation among all nations.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, I always had kind of a problem when we as Christians talk about wanting God's blessing.
Why's that, Phil?
Well, as Christians, we're supposed to be humble, right? We're supposed to make sacrifices and do what's best for others. And that means we might not always get what we want. So it kind of seems like it's greedy if we just ask God for his blessing. That's what I always thought. Shouldn't we be asking God to just help others instead of asking for a blessing for ourselves?
I feel the same way.
But then I read this psalm and I had a new understanding. We still shouldn't ask God for his blessing just so that we get lots of stuff. But instead, we should ask God for his blessing so that the rest of the world gets to see how good God's ways are. And then others might see us and they might begin to follow God because of that.
Well, Phil, that's a really good point. But you know what that means?
What?
Well, if the reason we receive God's blessing is to spread the word of how good God is, then that means we have a responsibility to make that happen when we do receive his blessing.
Great point, Mr. Toucan. But how can we do that?
Well, there are lots of ways to be generous with what we have and share with those in need. But one way that you can help out right now is by donating during Harvest Mission Month. Here at Scott Street, we're collecting money to support many of God's workers around the world this month. If God has blessed you financially, you can share that with our mission partners so that the rest of the world can see how God's ways are good.
Who are you talking to? We're the only ones here.
Nobody in particular. I just thought someone might be listening to our conversation.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back to learning this psalm on guitar, okay?
All right. See ya, Phil.
May God be gracious to you, us, and bless us, and make his face to shine